Welcome to Navigator. Navigator is a tool that combines performance, geographic, and other data to help you make informed financial decisions about your hospitality business. In this case, I've quickly cut to the 36 highest performing large properties in the North Lake Tahoe area. And yes, we're going to show you exactly how to do this in just a matter of minutes in any market as well. When you first land on Navigator, put in any market or address in the search box to quickly zoom over to that area. In this case, I want to look through 5,000 listings in the Lake Tahoe area. All of these dots represent a listing. By clicking or hovering on a dot, I'm able to see performance on this individual property. On the right side, I have a bunch of filters. I can expand these filters to see a lot more information about individual attributes of these properties. In this case, I want to look at houses with 4 and 5 bedrooms. You can see I've already used filters to limit the number of properties I'm looking at. If I wanted to color code these remaining listings, I can do so as well. As you explore your filters, you'll notice that you have performance filters such as asking rate, occupancy, and more. You have amenities you can look through. In fact, hundreds of amenities you can use and select. You can look at operators, review scores, and much more. You've already seen how you can combine filters. You can also organize filters however you please. Click Update to adjust how your side panel is set up. Now, let's go draw a boundary. For blunt boundaries, use the rectangle tool. Click once on the map and draw an area. However, I might want to use the polygon tool. The polygon tool will allow me to draw a much more precise boundary around any set of listings. In this case, I'm just going to cross in about a line and come back and make sure all of these properties are in. You'll see properties will load. We still have our room type and our bedroom counts, meaning you can mix boundaries and filters with ease. If I wanted to save this boundary for a later date, I could do so here. And I can even edit these boundaries with the pen tool. Delete a boundary to restart. If you want to see that original view, click this layer tool. In this case, I'm going to bring hill shading and 3D buildings into my map. I can now zoom in to see very precisely the look and feel of a neighborhood. Rotate in 3D to get back to exactly where we are in terms of a view. For any of these properties, yes, I can click to see them individually, but in this case, I can also look at all the properties that still fit my criteria here. I can sort by any attribute in ascending or descending, and right now the metrics that are appearing here, I can look at the last 365 days, the next 365 days, or other time ranges. I could have done that with my filters as well. Great. Now we've seen filters, boundaries, and the ability to analyze properties. Ready to start adding some to a set? I can either click and add these individually, or select all to quickly add all the listings to my set. I can close this out and click Create Set to have your new set stored in no time at all. Now that you've got the basics for Navigator, let's go customize Navigator to fit our needs. Click the Settings panel. This will open up a variety of controls that you have, including controlling the sidebar, this sidebar on the left, pop-ups, or what you see when you hover or click over a dot, general performance such as map limits, as well as the default metrics you're able to see, and the map itself, meaning I'm able to change the view of what I see in the background here. You probably don't want to do dark mode. Let's go to satellite view just to have a little more rational view. Let's start with the sidebar. In this case, you might want to control any aspect of this, the image size, the title, the attributes you're seeing, the metrics, or the calendar. For example, you can toggle on or off the calendar, which will show you booked, blocked, and available days, in this case, for the next 365 days. And yes, you can control the attributes that you see here. In this case, I'm going to remove the bedroom count, even though I'd probably want that in. Let's go to the pop-up. I wanted to have it on click, and if I decide I want my pop-up farther away from the dot I clicked on, you can easily do so here. I like to set mine at about 100, just so I have clarity on what I've seen. And you can customize the details here. If you want to turn off the calendar, do so, and I'm sure you can figure out the rest. General. Let's say you wanted to search a larger area. As of now, you can increase the number of listings you want to load up to 10,000. At some point, you'll be able to add far more listings to this setup. And now I'm going to toggle over so that I default see metrics for the next 90 days. In this case, I'll be changing this filter as well as a filter that I have here. Lastly, on the map, you've already seen how we can change some of the views. There's a wheelhouse view, there's a dark mode, There's outdoor mode so you can get a sense of an area. And remember, you have this additional show and hide layers where you can bring in things such as postal codes. We'll bring in more layers in the future to make this an even easier tool to use. And if you wanted that building view, zoom into the lowest level and you'll start to see buildings appear. As you can see, Wheelhouse can be customized in a huge number of ways to perfect your search.